Afternoon, everybody. On this edition of I Know a Little, we're going to be doing a little of what's called oven canning. Some people call it dry canning. You can call it whatever you want to, but we're going to tell you a little bit about how to do it. Now, oven canning is when you will take dry goods and put them in jars, put them in the oven at a certain temperature, and leave them in there for a certain amount of time with the lids on, and then tighten them up, and then they will seal and keep them for a long period of time. Now, some people vacuum seal. I like to oven can. It's not that big of a deal. We do it a lot in the winter time just because I don't like to do a lot of canning in the house in the summer because it just heats up the house too bad. We've got some barley and we've got some rice today. I do not recommend doing flour or sugar. Sugar will it'll make a mess. Flour will burn, but you can do stuff like rice, barley, beans, that type of stuff. In the old days, people would can in their oven, but this is a rebel canning method. I don't know if you've heard me say that before, but it is not approved by the USDA, so just be careful with what you can out there. I'm not suggesting you do this. I'm just telling you this is how I do it. And we've got our jars here now. It's a mismatch of all kind of jars. We got wide mouth, small mouth. We got 1 quart jar here. It's just some stuff that I got out of the closet, washed up. Before I do anything, let me wash my hands real quick so I don't have to get any comments on that. Now, I've already heated up the oven at 200 degrees. Make sure you check your jars real good. I did find this one jar right here. It does have a little chip in the threads, but I didn't see any kind of issues with the rims, so I've got all the confidence in the world that this is going to do just fine. So I've heated up the oven, like I said, at 200 degrees. I'm going to put these things in there. It's always a little warm, but remember, safety third. We're going to put these jars in there, and we are going to leave them in the oven for about 20 minutes and let them heat up real good. And we will be back in a little bit. All right, folks, we're back. We're going to take these jars out of the oven and we're going to get started. I can get them out. I can get them out without dropping them or burning their hands. Got a little funnel here. We're gonna fill these things up to, I don't know, probably right up to about a 1/2 inch, something like that. This is barley, and I'm spilling it all over the place. But I use this in soups and such to thicken it up. Now we're going to move over to the rice. See if I can do a little better with this and not spill it as bad. Like I said, dry canning, oven canning has been done a long time. Years ago, people would actually do canning, traditional canning in the oven, but once again, it's not recommended. It's not very safe. This right here is just for long-term storage of dry goods. I'm going to hush up now, and my wife is probably going to speed this up to save a little time. We didn't quite have enough for the quart jar, so I am going to set it over to the side here. And we are going to put these back in the oven for about 30 minutes. some point in time, I'm going to put the lids in there and heat them up for about 10 minutes, just to get the seal a little softer. All right, folks, we'll see you back in about 30 minutes. We're gonna put these lids in for about 10 minutes, just enough time to get them a little soft so they'll seal better. We'll be back. All right, we're in the home stretch now. Let's get our jars out. First, this little, here's our lids. I'll have to get this off this thing pretty quick so it don't mess up the countertop. Pick these up. We're going to put them on the tops. Yes, they are warm. I just about forgot. I need to put a bay leaf in each one of these. This just kind of helps with, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but flour and such is going to have eggs in it from whatever, bugs, weevils, whatever. This right here just kind of keeps them from hatching. The heat kills the eggs, but the bay leaves help as well. Now that we've got all our lids on, we'll get some rings. Put these rings on. We use these rings over and over again. Sometimes they'll get a little dent in them and they don't want to go on very well. Like that one there, you can see it's been used a lot. But all that does is help hold the lid on until everything seals. Yes, these things are fairly hot, so don't do as I do, do as you should do. Probably should wear oven mitts to put these on, just so you don't get burned. Well, that's it. Hopefully in a couple hours. Sometimes it takes longer than that for these things to seal. And what we have here is a shelf-stable, long-term storage thing for your dry goods. We just got over a pretty good winter storm, about 12-14 inches, which is more than we've had in a long time, and we are just not prepared for it here in the South. So I will give you this advice. If you have the ability to help somebody out, check on your neighbors and make sure they're okay in this bad weather. If you're going out and going to the store, just check in with them, see if they need anything, because everybody don't need to be out in this bad weather, because everybody can't drive in it. Just be kind to one another, help each other out when you can, and we will see y'all the next time on I Know a Little.